to Louisville. Sometimes when you lose a game, you go crazy, you can't remember who you played. Seriously. I thought they did a very good job of playing to their strengths, much better than we did. By that I mean, I thought they did a very good job of being patient, spreading the floor, knowing that we were the number one three-point field goal defensive team in the league, and they were number two, I think, in making three with 9 a game. I thought they did a better job of playing to who they were than we did to who we are, and that they ought to be commended for that. Sometimes it's hard to make 15 threes if you're in the gym by yourself, but they had their night, and you got to give them credit. I mean, they were locked in mentally, emotionally, and I thought that they played to their strengths a lot better than we did. And, their lives a loss that was very, very important to us. I'm hoping that we learn a lot from this game of how you got to prepare yourself going against any opponent in the ACC. I think every team in the league is capable of having nights like this, and so from a defensive standpoint, you got to control that. And I thought tonight we didn't do a very good job of controlling the defense side of the floor.
It seemed like they came out right out of the box with more energy in that first 4 to 5 minutes.
Well, they scored 16 points in the first 5 minutes. I think they scored 18 the rest of the 15. So we made some an adjustment, but that should not be the case. That's a bad sign when you're digging out of a hole that you allow yourself to put yourself in.
Coach, do you feel like your team was out of sync in some places tonight?
I don't know if the word's out of sync, because we're just who we are. We haven't been consistently in sync, and we still are growing and developing. And I've been concerned all along about even when the games we win, we still are growing. I mean, I looked at the night and had 3 freshmen out there on the floor, and they somewhat held their own for the part time they were on the court. But when you're the kind of team we are this year, we definitely need our rotation players to make major contributions, and sometimes that's not fair for them when you take under consideration the development process. But that's who we are. We need more people involved in our system than Malik and Jameer. They are our most experienced guys. They are our go-to guys. Those are guys that we depend on. But the way we've won games have been by committee. So we need 7 over here, 8 over there, 10 over here. Some guy coming in giving us 15 or 20 on any given night, and we're not quite at that level yet. It's concerning, but I do think that we can get that done this early in the season.
Coach, after they'd make a run, and you had the opportunity, to put more points up, why was it so tough to make that key stop?
Well, I think that 2 things. On the offensive end, you got to be matching, the pace of the other team scoring. And so you think it's your defense all the time, but when you're not as efficient on the offensive end, if you just matching them, if you're just scoring, sometimes you can adjust your defense. Now, unfortunately, most coaches don't want to admit it, but sometimes when you're doing well offensively, it motivates you on the defense end as well. You feel a little better about yourself. But tonight, I didn't think that we were that efficient on the offense end. We scored, but even the basket that we scored, I thought they were good. They were tough plays, and I don't think our offense itself was efficient enough to be consistent with open up gaps for you to drive, open up opportunities for you to get offensive rebound, giving someone some of those open looks that they had because of ball movement. And we weren't quite as efficient. And that's the way we've been most of the year. But we are getting better. We're just not there yet.
you guys typically force a lot more turnovers, more disruptive. Was it something they were doing that?
Yeah, they did a good job of this ISO. In other words, I believe, and this is from memory, they might have ran one play the second half. I mean, when I'm saying a formation that, that we had scouted, most of it is ISO, back down, and if you don't send somebody to help on me, I'm gonna back down and see, can I make a shot in the lane? If you do help, we're gonna find one of my three-point shooters, and we're gonna kick it to them. And we didn't do a very good job of guarding the back down of the ISO ball. Then we had to help, which meant that now they were spraying the ball. That was a good game plan against us.
Larry, with the game plan, you said they averaged 9 threes made a game, but they're also like 339th in the country in field 3-point percentage. So is part of it like they're not going to hit 15 of 29? Well, I mean, I know you don't want to give up wide open threes, but it's like these guys watched off film of seeing them not be a great 3-point shooting team, and then it's like one of those days.
Well, I think that we all are kind of going through the same stage of development. When you have this many new players, they're probably saying the same thing that I'm saying. But they wouldn't be shooting 33 threes a game if they were not good shooters. They're just going through that transition period where they focus, confidence with a new team, new teammates. And you see now that they coming together. It came together for them tonight. I don't think he'd be shooting that many threes if he didn't know that they were a good shooting team. That's who they are. And tonight, with their hard work and what they've done, the way they run their system, they took advantage of with their newfound spirit and consistency. And I don't think we did a very good job in our closeouts. The contest, it's hard to make contested threes. And I thought we gave a few too many tonight. And then when you see 2 or 3 go down, you get your confidence. That's what happens. You have a good game.
Everybody else set?
Coach, what do you hope your team focuses on over Christmas break?
Well, we have so much to focus on. As a team, I'm looking forward to it. So there are some things that we obviously will key on that we think that will help us improve. The good thing is that we'll have about almost a week, 2 weeks. No, I'm talking about when we get back. 1 week. So we'll have some time, to focus on the things that we think we need to improve.
What's your favorite holiday tradition?
I just like to get it sometime, just relax, mentally and emotionally, just what they call it, depressed. I'm not depressed. Compressed, depressed. Okay, depressed. And miss a little bit because I have a house full with family coming from. I got nieces, nephews coming from Chicago. I got a mother-in-law coming. My sister's coming. My nephew's coming. So I have enough. I had to cook some of my special items and put a smile on everybody's face. But knowing me, I'll be watching some films of the next team that we're playing, making sure that I understand. But I come back in with a full understanding that we need to make sure we dig ourselves out of this 0-2 ditch that we're in.